All right, well, I think I got it right. I'm in the Hangouts, so except my camera's not working. Okay, well, I still can't see me. Well, hello, Aquarium Cop, and hello, Aussie. Very, very good to see you guys here. Still can't get my stinking camera to work. That's going to look retarded, I guess. Shouldn't say that. Sorry about that. Uh, so annoying. All right, well, can you guys hear me now? No? Can you guys hear me now? I think I'm kind of quiet. I'm not sure. All right, well, I got the camera working. Okay, so if I do this right, ta-da! There's me. Good morning, everybody. It's 5 in the morning, and I'm streaming my Hangouts to YouTube video for all the world to see. So if you join my Hangouts, I think I'll be heard all around the world. So you can do it too. Happy fish. But now that I'm in Hangouts, I have to jump back into chat. Look at that Pleco just digging it, soaking up the camera. See, he's down to business. Look at that action on the mouth. Got the little bristles down there. Look at that. That's called the beauty of the bristle nose. He's hogging camera. See, right now it's like I got two bristle nose, except this camera's backwards. So like he's facing to the left in the tank, and on the screen he's facing the right. I think I can zoom in. Oh, see, I spooked him out. He's kind of camera shy. He might be back. All right, well, let me go back to chat. I have to stop screwing around with my fish. I like that. Pretend the stream is a fish. You do so well with them. Maybe yes, I hear you. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's the link. He's working hard. That Bristol looks like a she. Hey, I wonder how you can figure that out. I've always wondered. But that means I need to figure out how to get a male now. And since I have no clue what L that one is, I'll just find something that looks like him or her. Sorry about that. I should have muted that nasty. See, I'm still not sure I'm streaming the Hangouts though.
Nope, you're not. No. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Don't have two headphones on at the same time.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Oh, wait, it just showed me. Hey, look, it showed me again. It looks like it's working, but it's not showing you.
All right. So that's cool. So now we are on the live, but it
But I
doesn't
can't see you.
show the little things.
No, it's showing me eating nuts. There you are.
Let me
Is
try to
that
bounce it around and
is,
get it
is,
worked out.
is that a common bristle nose or is that an L number bristle nose?
I'm not sure. He doesn't look like a regular bristle nose.
Because if it's not a bristle nose, if it doesn't have the bristles as such, um, yeah, determining the male and female of a L number pleco, I believe you have to sort of look from underneath.
Well, this is definitely cool because we have the Hangouts going on, and you're streaming live on YouTube. It doesn't show who all is in the stream though.
Um, top right, I think it is. there's a settings thing. Can you unhide the little portrait things? I'll have to check.
So I looked at the settings.
Hang on. I'll tell you exactly in a second. Just get out of the screen. Live streaming.
Well, excellent. Now we have a full party going on.
Hello, sir. Aquarium cop, sir. Sir.
He's always quiet. LOL.
Yeah.
So
Madame Bamba.
it's on the Google Hangout side.
Settings? No, it's not settings. What's it called again? I know these things. No. If you click, can you see your portrait there
Uh, mine, yeah,
on Google Hangouts
yeah.
with that little down arrow?
Uh,
Um,
no, I see the other portrait. Oh no, it's an invite people portrait.
no, down the bottom, right hand side of of Hangouts.
Yeah,
Can you see where it says you? And then if you mouse over it,
yeah,
there's a little down arrow, and you can click that.
yeah.
And up the top, you can hide. Is that hide from broadcast clicked or unclicked?
I don't see that. It just says present to everybody. Yeah, and I don't have that either.
So when you mouse over your portrait, bottom right, you can see me, obviously.
Yeah.
And if you click on my picture, if you mouse over it, you don't see that little down arrow
Actually, I have an up arrow right now.
on the portrait.
Hold on a second.
Ah, yeah, I can show you. Can you see my screen?
Am I muted? No. All right.
No. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah. Yeah, on
See
that
the
you.
arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can click that. Is
Yeah.
that's all? Like you can hide your thing from broadcast like that,
Oh, okay.
or you can, and then it says show. Oh wait, and then you can show it. So it
Okay.
may be that. I can't remember what the other one was. Um,
Present to everyone. I just pushed that. You do yours again real quick on
ah,
Hangouts.
um, hang on.
Yeah.
See, I'm not on my PC.
Oh,
Hang
I
on.
gotcha.
Um, how do I delete? Okay, let me go back to the live stream. think it's that one. I'll I'll click the link. This is going to show me twice now.
Oh, there we go. We lost the cough. Man, aquarium,
Oh,
you're
he'll be
hard
back.
to keep up with.
But yeah, can you not, see that down arrow? Or, see, as you, because you're admin, like you're the admin of the chat,
Yeah,
because it's your chat, your Google Hangouts. It should come up with all that other stuff there that I was showing you earlier.
yeah.
But yeah, I can't. Oh yeah, it's on the screen now.
Okay, let's see.
It's there. I can see you, me, and me. Anyway,
Hold on, but that's not on the.
yeah, it's on Google now. It's on YouTube. I can clearly see that now.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know how I got there.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting my notifications from.
Hey, Aquarium Cop, thanks. I need to learn how to share my stream on Hangouts and on Google Plus and in
Well,
YouTube with the thumbs up. Somebody already liked this stream, which is great.
um, you can just like if you have it on your YouTube page and you can see the YouTube stream, you just you copy the link and then go onto Facebook or wherever and cut and paste it into there, and it's a link straight to your YouTube stream.
Oh, so people will just see it, but I don't. I mean, I don't have a Facebook, so I mean, the only really thing I do is YouTube. So
Okay, I'll share it on Facebook then.
let me see.
Copy. Fish fam, fish fam. Paste. Post. I just posted it on Fish Fam.
Oh, that's awesome! Awesome! Awesome!
Um,
So I went to my YouTube live dashboard, and it doesn't show that.
what? The link?
Well, let me see. If we go to my page real quick. Yeah, see, it doesn't show it that I'm live on my page.
How? Go in. Go in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to show you. Once my camera turns around, go up here to the top right.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Um,
Okay, let me go on to you. Oh, wait, I just froze the stream.
should still.
Oh, I figured out. I'm getting confused, but let's see.
So yeah, if you want to see it live, which I do because I've got the notification up here to
Yeah, but I
say,
mean, I should have a notification that I'm live right now.
well, if you click on, where's your channel?
Oh, well, I do have a. I guess it does show that I'm uh, in a current live stream.
Yeah, it says it there
All
on the
right.
first page of your channel. Somehow it's got this weird thumbnail happening. But yeah, it's there on the first page. But there's another way you can get to it so you see it. I don't know how. But yeah, if you want me to explain that, I can explain that. See my ugly mug again.
There we go. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly, Aquarium Cop. I got 4 people watching. We're missing a like, people. Smash that thumbs up button. Smash it.
Sorry, we're so confused.
I can certainly walk you through it really slowly if you like.
All right, got 3 people watching now, so that's probably me, you, and Aquarium Cop lurking.
No, it's not including you. Never includes you, I
Oh, I
believe.
I see where you are now. I got y'all. Okay. Okay. Well, now that I've sat back and taken a breath, I have my sound working correctly, and
You got
I
a
think
you got a D in the place of an S in your um title.
oh yeah, maybe I'll have to edit that.
Spelling Nazi. Someone did that to me on one of my commented. Oh, you can't spell quick properly, and I'm like, and they're like, oh, it's probably because it was a quick update that you typed it really quickly, and I'm like, yep, exactly what happened.
Definitely
But
cool.
my bristle nose fry are venturing out.
That has
That's
got to
pretty
be
cool.
awesome. How many did you
Well,
get?
I've only counted 11 so far. So I'm guessing Mum was the black bristle nose, and Dad's the albino bristle nose, but they all came out albino look, all black looking. It's amazing.
Well, that's the colors they're born with, and then somebody said they take like 6 months to develop their colors.
Oh, well, there you go. I could be wrong.
Well, it shows you what I know. I mean, I've only got one of them, but I think I remember somewhere in a live stream they said that
But
they were
yours,
born.
yours is a pleco though.
Is mine a
Um,
common pleco bristle nose?
it's not a bristle nose; it's a pleco. Bristle nose is a different family to the pleco family, I believe.
Well, what about all the little bristles on his nose?
I didn't see bristles,
Oh,
but
he's
then again,
he's covered in bristles. That's what
all right.
makes him not a pleco. I thought. Now I have to make him come out of hiding.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. I got to turn on the light though. Here we go. Okay, this here on my screen, if you can see, when my
Yeah,
camera decides to focus.
I'm gonna highlight you.
Oh, come on, focus. That's a female.
Okay.
No bristles.
Yeah.
Well, technically he's a male, but you can't really see him up front. That might be a better picture of a female.
So males have bristles and females don't.
Mm, yeah, I just can't. I don't know if you can see that, but can't really show you a male right now because they're all just dad's out of there yet. Not by the looks of it. No, Dad's still in that tank. No, that's another female. I think there was only ever 2 females in here. Oh, he's got his up and coming bristles. But let's see if I can encourage Mr. Bob here to come out.
Wow, that's a nice shot. See how he's like continually getting the water to move out of that cave.
But what you don't see what's in there is I'm pretty sure there's 2 clown loaches in there.
In that
I
cave?
think. Uh-huh. Where's my light? Here we go. I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct, last time I looked in there, yep, the clown loaches are in there. Here he comes. Now he's stopping them from getting out. He's being a bully again to the bristlenose, to the clown loach, because he was backing up and he thinks it's a female when it's not.
That's funny.
I don't know if you can see his bristles now. Let's see if we can encourage these. I'm pretty sure there's 2 clown loaches in there. All right, can you see his bristles now? No. Oh, there you go.
Where's the babies at?
In the other tank. I'll show you in a second. Pretty sure. Holy Jesus, all 4 of them are in there.
Wow, see, that's crazy awesome.
They're all 4. Oh, yeah, you probably see them better now. All 4 clown loaches are in that thing. I don't know why. But yeah, you got a better idea that he's got lots of bristles.
Yeah,
He's
but
got
he's got to be like 8 or 10 months old.
Yeah. But that's how you tell, because he's got all the bristles.
Yeah.
Like there's another little guy there that is up and coming male, but he's an up and coming male. That one there, it's a female. Again, she's a female. And my discus is like, Dad, I want camera. Guess what? I'm going to turn. All right, here we go. Whoa. Sorry, just drop. I got makeshift light for my 4-foot tank. See, I bought another tank. It's Whittle.
Man. Small.
Yeah, there's one there. There's 2 there. There's one there. There's a few of them out now. But Dad's still in there. Oh. Couple at the door there.
Smooth looking tank.
I got the tank and the heater for $40, and I just put a bit of a plant in and a snail. Hey, Crayon Cop. Hey, Bonnie. Say hello, YouTube. Hello to YouTube. But yeah, like they're starting to come out. Dad's obviously rearranging the tank. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're eating all the cucumber because. See what I got. I don't know. Past the ironing board. Yeah, there's a couple fry there. when it decides to focus.
Wow, now that is a nice sight.
But like honestly, like that's my finger.
Yeah,
That's the fry underneath it. They're
that
not
is
that big.
that's what I'm talking about. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's it's my first ever bristlenose fry. That if you didn't tell me about putting the methylene blue in,
Yeah.
I've got a feeling I wouldn't have as many as I do now.
You said you got
Um,
what, 6 or something?
Six what
Bristle
fry?
nose. Yeah.
Ah, seven,
7. There we
seven,
go.
seven big guy. Seven. I think it's two males to five females, or three males to four females, something like that.
Wowzer.
Um, yeah. Um, well, I'm not sure who mum is of these. I'm thinking it was one of the other girls, big girls, I believe. Um, could have been her. It's either her or one of these ones.
Wowzer, wowzer.
But just one. Oh, you can't see it, but she's behind there too. Three, four, five, six, and seven's over there. Babies.
Super nice.
Oh, I can't wait till I get that thing going, and then my discus can move into there, and and hopefully I can get my gouramis to breed in there. Gouramis should breed in there. The little angel grow outs in the middle tank. Um, so if the gouramis breed and I can save the eggs and all that, yeah, I'll sort of once they're sort of regulars, I'll move them to the little tank and just move the others up, and then the 6 foot tank still waiting on the stand. But once the 6 foot tank stand gets here, um, I'm set, and then just about everything can go into the 6 foot except I suppose I need. I will grow out my discus a bit more. I don't. I'm pretty sure they're quite a substantial way off being breeding size, so I'll probably grow everything out in a 6 foot. Um, I'll leave the gouramis in the 2 foot to see if I can get them to spawn, and the discus and the angel and the rest of them will go into the 6 foot until the discus are breeding age, and then once they sort of pair off, because I'm looking at a couple of other ones. So once they pair off, I will move them to the 4 foot and let them do their thing. Um, and once they've done that, and because I'm assuming they're like the angels will eat their first spawn.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I'm
tends to
guessing.
happen.
Me too. Me too, Aquarium Cop. but it's $60 a piece, Australian. Yeah, well, yeah, be right back.
So just if you're tuning in, you're looking at my angelfish that live under the desk. Um, they're pretty happy. 20-gallon tank. I do a nice water change on them. Um, come up to my desk. There's the super crazy camera angle. Um, of course, my happy angelfish, double veil tail, and my favorite guppies. Trying to get my bristlenose to come up onto the desk. Maybe I have to put a little food pellet up there. So if you're just joining me, I hope you're having a great fishy night. I see some lurkers out there. You can hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down button, or you can come into live chat. I don't know. Hold on. All right, let me see. Well, that's kind of cool.
What's cool?
I'm testing out my, always testing out my sound. So the change up is, I went with a headphone that has a little microphone on a
Yeah.
little, yeah. Well, here I'll zoom in. See, I got that little thing, which is cool
All
because
right.
I got the little mute. Uh, how do you do that? There you go. There's the little mute thingy.
Yep.
So that way I can.
That's certainly a pretty side of your face there, Dan. That's a good side there.
Definitely good. So yeah, I don't know if I told you guys I was messing with this weasel for like 5 minutes the other day. Oh, that's right. I
Weasel,
was. I was because aquarium cop loves the word weasel. I forgot about that.
weasel, or squirrel,
A weasel.
weasel.
Total weasel. A weasel being a weasel. He was trying to get the feather. And then one day at work, I was chasing this bat up and down the hall. Well, and then I got him into the stairwell, and he was doing loops. And then I got him outside, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, I feel kind of
you
good.
you got to remember. You got to remember to pull your phone out and record weasel next time.
I got the bat on film, and I got the weasel, and I got
All
the
right.
other animal. You know what's bad
Oh,
is when you go to work. I'm supposed to kick homeless people off the property, and I roll up, like right, where I park, so I can, my vehicle's right there at the door, so I park on the grass. I
yeah,
roll up the concrete walkway of this church, and I park right at the steps, basically. And
yeah,
so, right at the base of the steps where the grass is, I mean, there's still a concrete walkway up to the steps, but there's a little grass patch, and the guy's right there. And I'm just like, okay, I'll back up. I'll start working. I'll start unloading stuff. he'll move. And I'm just like, and I see his little can of beans uh, that's been like peeled back. And I just go, I'll just ignore that the guy is here. So, what kind of sucked though is the only thing I had for food was like the power bars.
I
And
know chicken sandwiches.
no, I didn't have any chicken sandwiches.
That damn weasel stole the chicken sandwiches.
So yeah, I said I set the power bars on the ground, and there was the can of beans was there eating with the half peeled back lid. It was sad. Like the guy didn't even peel the lid back, but halfway to get the beans out. And
Yeah.
so then I go about my business, and I took a photo from the roof, of this guy lying next to my truck in the grass, and I just left him be. I was like, man, I should kick him out, tell him don't come back. And I was like, screw it, just feed this guy. Anyway, bottom line. So I woke up. I mean, I went back to work, and I guess he woke up and he ate one of the power bars, and he put the power bar wrapper in the can of beans and left. And so I come down and I'm like, dude, sweet, the guy's gone. And I was like, oh, but his can of beans is still there. And I go to pick up the can of beans, and I'm like, well, at least he ate a power bar. At least he took two of them with him.
Nice.
And then I thought, as I went inside, and I was like, and at least I didn't have to be a jerk.
Yeah. Just because your boss says you got to be a jerk.
Pretty much.
Weasel?
Well, what's not cool about this church is they got a basketball hoop, and they're kind of in the middle of Tacoma, so you get a lot of those. Uh, well, those African American people, and they continually use the N word, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll park my truck basically because where the basketball hoop is and where I park my truck on the walkway. Um, I don't know, it's about 50 feet away, but they'll end up coming out and sitting on the steps. And I'll have to tell them, hey, look, you guys, you need to move off the steps because we're going to have a wedding in a half hour or whatever. And basically, they'll be like, oh, yeah, we're not in the way. And I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, you need to get out of here. This is private property. And it just gets to be annoying. Some of the stuff I have to tell them, and so one day they just weren't getting it, and finally I came out and I go, look, my boss pays me to be a total freaking such and such and such and such, okay? And if he comes here and sees me being nice to you guys, I'll probably get fired. So I'm gonna go down the blankety blank route, get the blankety blank out of here. And I says, and if you guys are not aware, you're being picked up on 3 different video cameras, and I'm about to whip out my cell phone. So, and then one of the guys said, you can't do that. And I basically went and stood behind the gate, and I go, you're on private property. And, I jumped behind this gate and locked it. And then I whipped out my cell phone. And I says, well, once again, now you're on 4 cameras. You've been asked to leave. And I really don't want to call the cops because they probably got better things to do than kick you off the porch. But yeah, it was funny. The guy's screaming at me, telling me I can't record, and I'm like, no, no. I said, I totally am fully in my right to record at work, getting paid to record you, getting paid to be a jerk. I'm like, if my boss sees the video, I'll probably get a raise for being a total jerk. So,
So you get to have your cake and eat it too.
yeah. And I just was like,
What's that? What's that like?
no. And the guy's like just totally cussing up a storm. And I go, I says, pretty soon I'm just going to walk inside and dial 911 and show the officer how respectful you are. And he was basically was like da 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 the officer. And I was like, well, that's great. I says when he sees this video, he'll see the kind of awesome respect you have not only for people that provide you a basketball hoop to play at, 6 days a week, but yeah. And I just looked at the guy and I said, if a guy like you chooses not to come back on the property tomorrow, I will be very happy. And his friend you know, he goes, I haven't been kicked off, have I? Can I come back tomorrow? And I'm like, just get your friend out of here. The guy's like, don't call the cops, man. Don't call the cops. And his third friend was like, did you call the cops, man? Did you call the cops? I'm like, no, you guys. I go, I got to get back to work. I go, the last thing I want to do is talk to a cop for like 20 minutes. I go, get real, man. And then the guy's screaming at me. He's like, well, quit filming me. I'm like, dude, you're already on three different cameras. I was like, this is just the fourth camera. I was like, get out of my private property. And I started laughing. And he goes, you think this is funny? And I go, no. I said, I think this is annoying. But I said, I'm getting paid either way. And I just totally started laughing. So then he started rattling the gate. And I'm like, dude, I go, get out of here, man. And his friend's finally like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I just want to be able to play basketball tomorrow.
A crayon cup. Fuck. You should have whipped out your weasel. Freeze. I got a weasel. Now leave.
Did you need to put a Z in there? I pee my pants. Don't say the word weasel.
Weasel, 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 weasel.
Freeze, I got a weasel.
Freeze, I got a weasel. May the weasel be with you.
No, it's funny. I mean, that's the other reason I park my truck where I park it is because it's the main entryway to the church, which is viewed on two cameras, and then partially viewed by a third camera. And that's the kind of area it is. It's kind of sad to say.
Hmm.
I mean, I can show up
Better, better.
at the church and well, we've been trying to get this heroin addict that was there out of there. That's been difficult.
Give him a chicken sandwich, show him your weasel, and say, run, or I release the weasel. And he'll steal your chicken sandwich.
Bribe him with chicken sandwiches.
You want to get tasered or weaseled?
Weasel. What is that? Where you lock somebody in the back of a cop car with the seatbelt on and a couple weasels and peanut butter in all the right places for the weasels to bite?
I think I'll take the taser, thanks, sir.
You know, trust a weasel.
I don't know where that weasel's been, but he ain't getting towards my chicken sandwich. Like getting tasered would just make chicken sandwich toasted. It's slightly shaken.
Wait, are you saying a never stirred weasel is better? Wait, my camera just went into stupidity. Back on the
Oh
fish.
god. Oh god.
Weasel on ice.
Oh
Strap
god.
some ice skates to his feet. Zoing. Give him a little Starbucks. I mean, you can do that in Washington. That's probably not against the law. Get a weasel to chuck the chicken sandwiches. Well, I think I just put a little backpack on him. And when it gets cold in Washington, I bet you could just hurl them down the street with ice skates and they would just fly. Just as long as they didn't drop the chicken sandwich till they got to a needy bum.
I feel so mean for laughing right now. But the chicken sandwich.
No, what's
Mm.
sad is being a property manager. I mean, I get stuck basically doing anything and everything to get this place looking pretty, and I'll walk around and do the trash pickup. And so sometimes I'll go up on the roof of this other property in particular. I'll go up on the roof to get a bird's eye view of what's going on. Anyway, the other day I walk out and I see this guy digging through the trash, and I walk back in to get the bird's eye view. I've watched. I mean, I got a video of a guy uh, shooting shooting drugs in his leg from the video, from the roof, to show my bosses what happens in the back parking lot when they're not looking. They
Yeah.
were blown away. They were like, Dan, like, no way. And I'm like, I'm up on the roof. Had a clear view. Just had to get on the right, because there's three different roofs. But yeah, I said I
Yeah.
just had to get on the right roof. And told my bosses, I said, if you want to do this real easy, I said, we just walk up with the video in hand and walk up with his license plate and tell him, hey, if we see you here again, we just turn this video over to the cops. It's pretty clear what you're doing in the video, and it's pretty clear your license plate. And I told my bosses, I go, we would never see this guy again. My boss goes,
Wow.
Dan, what if he pulls out a gun and tries to shoot you, or he tries to steal your phone? So my boss was like, no, Dan, stay here. I'll just go ask him to leave. And if he doesn't leave, then I'll come get you. I was like, okay. But no, the bottom line is, so the other day, I see this guy pulling all this trash out, and I'm like, man, this guy's gonna make a mess. Like, I should ask him to leave. And I thought, no, I'll hold off. Go up on the roof, and he separated all the food waste out from the Italian store next door. Um, who I manage a bunch of stuff for them. Anyway, he got his food, got a little like 2 or 3 gallon bucket for that butter came in, put a whole bunch of food in there, put the lid back on, uh, cleaned up his whole mess and walked off. And I was like, man, that's nice. But it's kind of sad that that's where this guy's dinner's coming from. Eight
Yeah,
o'clock,
man.
8 o'clock at night.
Like, it's funny. Like, I don't see, if at all, very many homeless people in Australia. But not that I've taken notice of it. Like, um, but there's lots of them out there. Um, but yeah, it's quite upsetting how how our governments and that can let these people just live on the street and not give them anything, and you know if they need help, where do they go? More spiders where I am. Not too many scorpions.
Well, in my town, we had this. It was really impossible to get out of, uh, well, off the waterfront. So they had this area called the Valley, and basically, it's railroad tracks that just cut through this valley for like 2 miles. And so there's nothing really in this valley, but for 2 miles, they still use the railroad tracks. But the bottom line is, in the middle of the valley, they put a homeless shelter, and they fenced it off, and it's all private property. So really, there's like, you can walk up the road, get to this little homeless shelter in the valley where the train cuts through, and it's all fenced off because of the train tracks. And so where you can walk that, but anyway, so, since it's in the middle of this valley, for me, if I want to find homeless people, I just drive up or down, what we call the Nally Valley Road, and you're guaranteed to see a homeless guy 24/7. It's about 150
Mm.
of them down there. I used to help a friend of mine out. Well, I don't know if I can call him a friend, but a guy I knew. He's a pastor at a local church, and he had a homeless feed uh, connected to one of the other businesses. Um, and I met him because he was running power. He'd run an extension cord to the business and have a Friday night feed. And so I'd have to open a back door at 8 o'clock at night, because it is downtown. So he could put his power cord in, and Anyway, we found another way to do it, so we could always get power from the roof if we brought a ladder when I couldn't let him in, or he'd run a generator. But anyway, bottom line is they were down there one night, uh, broadcasting music, and the city of Tacoma was getting upset because he had like 700 homeless people coming through the food line. Him and I don't know about 10 other churches had gotten together, and they came out and told him that if he came out next Friday and tried to feed all these homeless people, that they were going to have the cops and shut him down, and it was a big problem and all this. And I ran into a news reporter that I know, and I was asking her. I go, hey, you want to do a little story about the homeless? The 700 people that are getting fed underneath this bridge um, by this business, and she was like, sure, we could write that story. Anyway, she contacted the pastor. The pastor contacted the city, and he goes, listen, he goes, I'm going to be out there next week, and if you try to shut me down, he says this news crew is going to make a big story out of it. And the city's response was, we really don't want everybody to know that we've got 700 homeless people. So I tell you what, no news people. We'll send a couple cops to make sure you keep the peace. And he goes, well, what about the noise complaint? And I need a noise permit so I can broadcast my Jesus music. And the city goes, we're not going to give you a permit because we're just going to ignore that you're down there. We're still going to send a couple cops, but we're really just going to ignore you because we realize if we don't, you're going to put us on the news. And we don't want that. So don't talk to the news and we won't talk to you. But you better believe we know you're making music down there. And he says we are able to cite you for that if you produce a news story. So, but yeah, the cops came down and walked around and we're like, nice. But he never got cited, and the feed didn't get shut down.
Well, man, you're trying to feed 700 homeless people for free.
Yeah,
Like, seriously, you know,
it
the
takes
cops
like
can,
takes like
the cops can go get,
it takes like
yeah,
about 2 hours to get everybody through the line because everybody's setting up tables.
no
So
offense,
the
aquarium cop, by the way.
the awesome part of this is, um, a few years ago, this is where it gets to get fishy. I went down to the Puyallup Tribe of Nations, where one of my buddies is tribal Indian, and they have native fishing rights.
Yeah,
And I told him, I says, listen, I says I'm going to be doing the homeless feed. I was wondering if I could get a salmon from you. And he pulls out like a little 5 pound salmon. He was messing with me, He always messes with me. But so then he pulls out like a 10 pound salmon, and I go, that's more fitting. I said, there might be like, well, this was in the summertime, so there's only about 500. There wasn't, like a bigger number, but about 500. And I says, let me get a couple of them. And so he reaches in and he grabs out this big super sized king. It was 42 pound king, right? And he said, Dan, he says, you realize this is like a $200 fish, right? And I go, I don't know. And he says, you're gonna go feed a lot of people tonight. He says, you have a great night. And I was like, okay, thank you. You know. So what was awesome is I drove over to my buddy's house who has a barbecue big enough to cook that size of a king, and wrapped it up in aluminum foil and baked it on the
nice.
on the barbecue. And what was crazy is the fish was gone, right? And people had gone. They'd already eaten the fish and come back to try to get seconds. And I was wrapping up, and I was like, nope, everything's out. It's hard to run a line where nobody cuts, because as people get their food and they walk back past the line, they'll see their buddies in line. And then we're always bringing out, like, I don't want to say the food's always the same, but
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing how much the homeless people actually appreciate the good things when they get them.
well, what amazed me is one of the churches, they had like industrial canned food and hot dogs. And so when we did get that that extra 100 people, um, they would always manage to just make a plate of like chili dogs up. As people are running out of food, and we're like, oh, running out of food, oh, running out of food, and this church is like, oh, we knew that you guys were going to run out of food an hour ago, so we started cooking chili dogs. They're ready now. Holy moly, it's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we need to do a weasel series, aquarium cop. I have to give myself a ticket for being in public. Wow, I hope he didn't stay in the uniform. That would not be good because all the killer scorpions get them in Aussie. The weasels or the bums? It's tough to see. Ever ride a kangaroo in desperation to get your vape juice? I think that's directed at you, Aussie.
Um. Hell yeah, why not? My mate hit Skippy's cousin the other day, or some distant relative. Front of his car wasn't looking too good. But
Can can
Skippy's all
you
right though.
can you eat the kangaroos?
You can, but I wouldn't eat the ones that are not farm bred type thing.
You mean
Because
found on property?
the ones on the road are probably a lot tougher. Like, not saying I haven't eaten kangaroo. I've certainly eaten kangaroo, and it's bloody nice. Cook it right.
Yeah, they just did a thing in Washington where um, you can you can collect. It used to be illegal to collect the deer and the elk from the side of the road, but they passed a law that if a cop, came across a deer or an elk, you could put your name on a list that you would come clear it from the side of the road, thus saving the taxpayers of Washington the cost because I guess it costs like $700 to get an elk off the road because they call a private company. But yeah, so now instead of calling a private company, you can put your name on a list and they'll call you. And the deal is you have to be able to respond within a half hour, um, because they have a trooper on scene because it's on the side of the road for your safety. But one guy, I guess they keep calling him, and he was like, "Yeah, I used to have to go, deep into the woods and get an elk or a deer, and drag it a half mile or 2 or 3 miles back to the car. I mean, I actually had to hunt these things for 2 or 3 days, and it was work and work and work." And he says, "Now the state patrol calls me up and says elk side of the road." He says, "I pull up and the thing is, right on the side of the road." He says, "I can load it into my pickup, butcher it right there." Got 4 elk this year. Super happy.
Oh, well, it's all good.
Can I have an angelfish sandwich with a side of elk? I'm kind of, part of me's half tempted. See what these little guys fry up like, because they'd be like panfish.
Oh God. Oh God. Don't tell me that. Let's not talk about deep fried fish that are in your tanks, okay? That's like weasel,
Well, how,
but I'm gonna have to give myself a ticket for peeing in public. Yeah, but brews are different. It's my angelfish you're talking about here. There's lots of skippies. There's not a lot of angelfish. Well, not in my tanks anyway.
Just don't read
Unless
chat.
you,
You'll be fine. What were you saying?
oh, well, I was watching some YouTube video of someone the other day, and he walked into one of those really out there shops that sell all sorts of weird and wonderful meats and assorted animal um, nuts. Um, and it was just quite amazing to see this shop in America there somewhere selling these things, and I'm like, wow, I thought like Bird's Nest was like bad here, but yeah, I hadn't seen that before.
There is some pretty interesting stuff to be um, eaten down on South Tacoma Way.
Yeah, I read the comments and I watched that video too. Sounds like it's like the rest of us. Akash is passing as it's hit us all right in the heart and the feelings. Some more than others. Um, so yeah, but I think I've learned a valuable lesson or lessons from Akash.
What would that be?
Uh, as a fish keeper, to do lots of research. Never. And some of the experts he had there, and I believe his YouTube channel is still running. Um, and the amount of support that's um, that's been out there um, from the fish family to everyone, to Akash and his family, and now Yama. Um, you know, it's um, the quietest and happiest people in this world. It's often the quietest people who tend. What's the exact saying?
Quietest people suffer the most.
Um,
What were you gonna say?
I'm just trying to find the saying. That's all.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if you were glitching. But yeah,
Yeah, the the people that seem the happiest are usually the ones that suffer inside the most. um, and to speak up. Um, yeah, so it's just a lesson that to ask, are you okay? Go and talk to your friend, go and talk to your family, and make sure everyone is okay. Because, 1 minute you have people in your life, whether it be the fish fam or in your own family, if you stop communicating, re-communicate with them. Are you okay? Because 1 minute, your family, your friends, people you look up to could be there 1 minute and gone the next. And, you know, it's not easy to pick up that someone suffers from depression, anxiety, um, and all that. Um, been through it myself and still going through it myself. Um, I know how hard it is. It was only a year and a half ago I asked for help, but it was my dad, my mum, my son. Dad, are you okay? Son, are you okay? So always keep those people close to you closer. Um, just all it takes is, a bit of communication and asking, are you okay? That could potentially change that person's mind.
Change their life.
So, in saying what I'm saying, I've been through my own things, um, and how important it was to have that question asked and have those loved ones. Um, you know, it certainly helped me. He certainly taught me a whole lot of fish stuff that I didn't know, but also taught me a valuable life lesson. And, you know, condolences to his family. Rest in peace, of Cash. And like Aquarium Cop said there, um, the guy from Lincoln Park, Chester, a Cash, and one of his, a guy at work, all did the same thing in 3 days last week. And again, that's like the happiest people can be the ones that are suffering the most inside. Um, and I wish I got to know Akash a lot better. Um, but yeah, it's certainly affected me a lot. but it's also taught me a valuable lesson as well. Um, to everyone out there in the fish fam, um, you know, ask, talk, are you okay? To everyone and anyone that you love dearly. Um, but yes, you know, Chester from Lincoln Park hap would be the happiest guy, and then one day, bang, I guess the switch flicked, and yeah, he went from a negative to a positive to a negative. Um, from the videos and whatnot I've seen. So I do recommend to everyone watching this, no matter if you're fighting with your family or friends, you know, every so often ask, are you okay? Because people that you care so much about, whether it be, yeah, who, but yes, Graham Cop, depression, anxiety, the black dog as we call it down here. I know there's ways. I've personally dealt with the black dog and my depression and anxiety. Um, but yep, I, I, I wish I could see my chat.
Just getting a little bit caught up in chat there. All right, well, I got to go add a little bit of water to the tanks real quick. Did a little water change action.
Nice.
So let me show you guys why I consider myself to water change like a boss. I'll be back for that. Yeah, give me 30 seconds. This is why. Um,
Yes.
Man, it's hard to lug 5 gallon container around.
Ah. Yeah, right.
Just get some good water. Probably pull a little more water out later. Pickle jar getting the water changed. That just stirs the junk off the bottom. I probably need to put that little hose in the bottom, and it'll suck the water out because the lip has got to act any difference. That way, anything that gets down on the bottom, little angelfish will move their tails, and eventually anything on the bottom will get into this tube. This tank. Let me get my headphones back over here too. Telling me awesome stuff. Okay, want to point out something awesome. So that little square container in the middle of the screen has gravel in it, and I think that the bacteria that lives in there, we know produces gas that rises out of there, and I think as the gas is rising out of there, um, they self. But basically, what I'm getting at is that little square right there, gravel. I gravel vac that little square. There was so much bacteria living in there. It's like the perfect home for them. So living in a thing like that, I know that I'm not having a ammonia spike. So maybe some other people could try that and see. We've got a lot of uh, gravel in there. That, the power filter, and the live plants keep my red shoulder angelfish in their tank pretty happy. I gotta add water to them too, though. They're a little low. If you're just tuning in, we were talking about the passing of, yeah, just an incredible fish keeper, Akash. And this kind of the little gray cloud that it's had over other fish keepers, me included. Kind of a bummer. Um, Somebody else was talking about how he always seemed super happy and very into his fish, and that he did really good research and had a lot of really knowledgeable fish keepers. I'm trying to figure out if my sound's working. I don't think it is. I don't know if sound's working now. Man.
Now it's working. It's better now.
All right. I'm back now. I got my sound working. Anyway, we were talking about is yeah, the Akash's passing, and a few people have, not been posting videos and trying to, I guess, kind of get refocused after, having a loss. And I think it was important to note that Akash really went out of his way to get experts to learn from, which I think was incredibly awesome. It certainly helped me, uh, yeah, learn and have happier fish.
That's it.
There's an angelfish trying to soak up the camera light. I feel
Wait, she's
three.
not.
No, that's the other one.
Oh, okay.
That's the marble one.
I haven't got my glasses on, so they'll look the same to me.
Cool, cool. But yeah, I hope everybody in the fish community can kind of get over the dark cloud, and we can get back focused on having happy fish, and most importantly, happy people.
That's it.
I was trying to see how many people were watching. I got 3 likes and 4 people watching.
You sure? I thought it was like 4 likes and 4 people watching. On my screen, it's 4 likes.
Oh, that's cool. Definitely cool.
Okay, so who's lurking? Who were the other 2 lurkers? No, there's 5 watching. There's 2 people there. Is that
Oh.
White and Tim? Just throwing out guesses.
I think you might have some stalkers, Aussie.
Yeah. I know. Is, is Tony lurking?
I always wonder if DPK is out there being quiet.
He did comment in my after my live stream, but I sort of saw you go on, and I went live at the same time
Uh huh.
when you first tried.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh crap. Um, so I just kept my stream going, thinking, and then you went off, and I checked. I was going to join yours earlier, and then I checked, and then you shut it down again. Obviously, you're still trying to get the sound to work. Um, but yeah, I ended up on your stream anyway. But Tony did pop in to say good day in my stream in chat, which was cool. I always like talking to True Doubt Strata.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten to talk to him in a couple weeks. Kind of a bummer. So I definitely hope he's doing good.
Oh, he is. That I know. He's doing really good, man.
Good, good.
Um, no, he's yeah. I'll leave it at that.
That's
Um,
good. Yeah, you can leave it at that. I don't need to know anymore.
it's good to see him when he does pop on the stream every now and then. But I'm trying to get a live stream going with Max Fish Rooms.
Yeah,
Um, because he's 3 hours ahead, 2 or 3 hours ahead of me.
yeah,
Um, I got to like sort of do it like 3 hours earlier than I normally would
yeah.
to try and get my times right, whether it's, you know, 3 hours earlier or 4 hours earlier. I don't know what his schedule is and how long he's got, but I'll work it out with him and then I'll let you know and we can certainly get some fish topics up. Um, on his new video. Sure. Yeah,
Says
he did pop into my stream. Um, and again to say hi, but it was a bit late. So
right.
I'm certainly guessing it'll be like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time, which I'm guessing it'll be sort of maybe early morning, afternoon. I don't know for you guys or late evening. I'm not sure. I think Graham Cott might still be at work
Yep,
then.
yep. All right. Well, I'm probably gonna have to get off here and probably get some sleep. It's like 6:30 in the morning.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you doing the live stream.
Yep.
Um, it's great talking to you again, as usual. It's always a pleasure to be here learning new things. Um,
Yeah, definitely. It amazes me how much people in the fish fam mean to me. You know,
exactly.
and I guess and I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought, Dan, you're really into your fish, and these people are really into their fish, and they help you get that much more into your fish. So why would you not like them? A whole heck of a lot. And I thought that's the
See,
point.
my problem is every time I watch someone's videos or whatever, it's literally another tank. Like multi-tank syndrome. It's like I want that fish. I want that fish. That fish will go okay with my community fish, but those fish won't. Oh my god! It's just like, yep, I am addicted to fish. And yes, I do have multi-tank syndrome. And yes, it will never go away.
It's crazy.
Like I see your angels and I go, why can't I breed those angels? And then I go and look at, breeding pairs of angels. And then, you know, I'll go from there. But hence why I got the little ones to hopefully grow out to become breeding pairs along with my discus. Hopefully I might get a breeding pair out of them. Um, and then I watch Max Fish Rooms and see all these cool, wonderful fish, and then um, KG cichlids. I watch his videos and say, oh God, now I need some cichlids. And I look at a cram cop with his biker fish and whatever else that was. I can't remember. And I just, oh geez, I've got to get one of those too. Um, and it just adds to my ever large list of fish that I've got to get. And I'm sort of doing my research, which fish can go with what, and a new tank and it's just wow. Like I saw someone today with like a massive tank, but they had like 1,000 of these little, like neon tetra type fish. I can't remember the names, and 1,000 of something else that looked like a really small nano fish. Oh my God, that looked amazing. Like all these fish just going left to right. Just looked unreal. That's another tank. So I figure, well, you know, how can I get my multi-tank syndrome fit it in with the house? Well, it looks like my walls are going to end up being fish tanks.
There you go.
Yeah. I just what else can I do? There's just running out of room. Once the 6 foot tank's in there, I'm out of room. I need to start knocking down walls and making fish tank walls with auto water change systems and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
But then I'll see you in your bedroom. I'm like, I haven't done my bedroom yet. So, um, hmm. But yes, it's really good to see other people's tank setups, and I would like to do something like that. How can I do that down under? And I'm getting there slowly. Hello to the 6 people watching. Please don't forget to 7. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Oh, back to 6. If you're new to Dan's channel, Happy Fish Guys channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Down the wormhole. Whose stream did I meet? Was it your last stream? I met down the wormhole. She does some better stuff.
Super
Really
cool.
cool.
That is stuff.
Yeah. I subscribed and so there you go. It's really cool to see how people do better stuff. I've only got one better, but again, seeing her videos, well, there could be multi better tanks coming. But I'm going back through her videos and watching, so very educational.
Hey, hello. How's it going this morning down the wormhole? Trying to make sure my sound is working again. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got my sound again.
It goes quiet sometimes.
So down the wormhole, hopefully you're having an awesome morning. You're kind of catching me at the end of the stream. I was trying to, chill out like 10 minutes ago, and then Aussie started talking, and I was like, oh, I'll listen for like another little bit. But I probably should try to get off in the next, I don't know, 10 minutes and get some sleep so I can be halfway productive. Aquarium Cop says, Dan, make them speak.
Hey,
I'm
you're
sitting
up
here
to
just
6 likes
smiling.
now. Yeah, see, ponds are another thing that I've got to get into through the summer for. Now it's coming into spring and starting to warm up a bit here, so I'm definitely going to look at something like that. Maybe that will encourage to breed some bedders, not bedders, gouramis, and maybe some guppies. Could try guppies, maybe some mollies or some platies. No, man. All right, Dan.
Yeah, I feel bad because I'm in the middle of doing water changes, and I got a fish in my water change bucket. So I'm trying to figure out how to get him out. Poor fish. Hold on, let me try to show you guys what I got going on for my
How did it get in there?
because I sucked him through the sucker.
Baby angel.
Now guppy.
Ah,
See the stinky little guppy? Look at that little guy. He's lost.
well,
Lost in
just
my there's my water change bucket. With the
do the opposite of what you just did.
I know. I'm trying to catch him in the icy sucker. He's about to, surf the straw. But he keeps hiding out. All right, let me try to suck this sucker up in the. Look at that. There's a zoom in on the fish food I feed my fish. I know you guys are just totally amazed at the rainbow awesomeness. You see how I divided my fish flakes so the red's on the left and the blue's on the right? Yeah, right.
I was going to say, Dan, you'd have to have some serious OCD to do that.
I bet you there's somebody that feeds their fish red on Monday and blue on Tuesday.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's like, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna get to bed myself, and I shall talk to everyone short tomorrow or whenever, when everyone's back on and feeling lively. I will be
Yeah,
here.
excellent. I better try to figure out how to get this guppy out of here and then get to sleep.
All right,
I
Dan.
kind of feel bad because down the wormhole just joined the party.
She said she's going for a shower though.
All right, good.
All right. See you, everybody. See you, Cram Cop down the wormhole. Dan.
Be awesome.
Uh,
Aquarium Cop, thank you so much for joining in. Down the wormhole, yes, glad that you caught the last minutes of awesomeness. So hopefully we can catch you again. Let me see if I miss anything awesome in chat other than you're getting in the shower and the worm chant. Oh, the worm chant is for you down the wormhole. That just hit me. I'm on my way to sleep. Shark bait. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what that's about. Fish keeping distracts OCD. I bet that's true. Although I might have to color coordinate my fire tail guppies and my rainbow tail guppies in separate tanks. I don't know if that's OCD. Anyway, if you tuned into my stream, thank you much. If you hit the like button, thank you much. And if you got bored on my stream, well, there's a whole bunch of other streams. So anyway, hopefully you weren't bored, and hopefully you were halfway entertained, even though I was half asleep. So all right, well we'll try to do it again. So you can hit the like button, or you can leave a comment, or you can hit the notification bell in case you want to get notified when I do awesome streams. But yeah, leave a comment, check out some videos, and tell me how to have even happier fish than I have now. All right, thank you all. All right, bye. She was getting clean for the stream. Well, that's one way to keep it a clean stream. And she wanted to look happy on Hangouts. That's too funny. All right, Aquarium. I'm gonna probably boogie out. It's like 6:45 in the morning. Holy moly! So to all the you uh, lurkers, um, I wish you'd have said something awesome, but at least you were lurking. That's pretty cool. All right, well I'm out of here. So be awesome. Leave a comment, and I'll pick on you later. I'm the Happy Fish Guy, and my name is Dan. Oh, I should probably give you a little smile so you guys can know that I'm definitely the Happy Fish Guy, Dan, and that I got a lot of happy fish. Fish keeping out competes OCD. I think that's true. And down the wormhole says, "Have a great night." Bye. I tried. All right, I'm out of here, you guys. I gotta figure out how to stop the stream. I think I gotta go to the YouTube side.